Hello there, weary traveler. It's time to set aside the day's quests and find a moment of true rest. Settle into your most comfortable position, letting your shoulders soften and your body sink gently. Take a slow, deep breath in, filling yourself with quiet calm, and then release it slowly, letting go of any lingering thoughts or tensions. Just breathe gently and easily. Feel the peaceful rhythm of your own breath, a quiet companion as you begin to drift. You don't need to do anything, just listen and allow yourself to be carried away to a place of warmth and ancient peace. Tonight, we step softly into the venerable halls of the arcane university, far from the bustling marketplace and the clang of steel. Imagine, if you will, a quiet, almost forgotten corner of its sprawling library archive. The air here is soft and still, carrying the faint, comforting scent of aged parchment and polished wood. For us stands a tall, heavy wooden door, intricately carved with symbols of forgotten lore. Its surface, worn smooth by centuries of scholarly hands, gleams faintly in the gentle light, hinting at the countless stories it has guarded. Beyond this threshold, a soft, golden glow spills from within, illuminating faint dust motes dancing in the stillness. Perhaps a lone, enchanted lantern hangs just inside, casting dancing shadows on towering shelves laden with ancient tomes. No urgent quests await here, no grand battles to be fought, only the quiet embrace of history and wisdom. Feel the subtle warmth emanating from the ancient stones as we pause before this entrance, ready to step into its quiet depths. The world outside fades, leaving only this peaceful sanctuary, a true save point for the soul. With a soft, almost imperceptible sigh, the ancient, heavy doors of the library swing inward, revealing a space that seems to breathe with centuries of quiet contemplation. The cool, still air inside carries the gentle, comforting scent of aged parchment and polished, dark wood, a fragrance that whispers of untold stories and forgotten eras. As we step over the threshold, a soft, diffused light greets us, filtering down from tall, arched windows positioned high above. It casts long, gentle stripes across the floor, illuminating countless dust motes that drift lazily in these beams, performing a slow, silent ballet in the hushed expanse. Your gaze might trace the towering bookshelves that stretch upward, seemingly without end, creating an intricate labyrinth of knowledge. Each shelf is meticulously filled, rows upon rows of leather-bound tomes, scrolls tied with faded ribbons, and perhaps even some peculiar, quiet artifacts nestled among them. The very silence here is profound, a deep, resonant calm that seems to absorb any stray thought, leaving only a sense of peaceful presence. The light here isn't bright or harsh. It's a mellow, golden glow, as if the knowledge itself emanates a soft warmth. A worn, velvety rug, its patterns softened by time, and countless quiet footsteps guides us deeper into the main hall. Its muted colors blend seamlessly with the rich, dark wood of the surrounding architecture. The floorboards beneath, though ancient, absorb sound, making each step feel deliberate and unhurried. The entire space feels like a vast, breathing entity, a guardian of forgotten wisdom, inviting you to simply be present within its quiet embrace. This is truly a place where time slows, allowing weary minds to find rest among the echoes of thoughtful lore. A sanctuary where curiosity slumbers softly. A sanctuary where curiosity slumbers softly. Here, the air itself feels imbued with gentle stories, a quiet hum of forgotten journeys and whispered discoveries. Soft light, filtered through tall, arched windows, paints shifting patterns across the polished wooden floors, and the rich, leather-bound spines of countless ancient tomes. Dust motes dance lazily in these serene beams, like tiny, shimmering sprites exploring the quiet corners of knowledge, never hurrying, always drifting. The room holds a comforting warmth, not from a blazing fire, but from the settled stillness of ages, a gentle embrace that encourages lingering, a peaceful sigh from the very stones of this place. Rows upon rows of books stand patiently, stretching towards the high, vaulted ceiling, their covers worn smooth by generations of hands. Each volume, whether a grand folio or a slender manuscript, is a portal to another time, another world waiting quietly to be rediscovered. You might notice the faint, sweet scent of old parchment and dry cedar, a perfume of history that settles softly around you, inviting you deeper into its embrace. Perhaps a single, sturdy wooden desk sits in the center, cleared of all but a simple, unlit lantern, its glass clean and ready, but for now, merely a quiet ornament reflecting the soft light. This is a place where every shadow holds a forgotten tale, every shelf a silent promise of adventure, yet all in perfect repose. The only sounds are the soft settling of the ancient building, a gentle creak from a far-off beam, or the almost imperceptible rustle of a page turned by a phantom breeze. It's a space designed for quiet contemplation, for the gentle unwinding of a busy mind, allowing thoughts to drift like those shimmering dust motes, unburdened and free, finding their own soft landing in this tranquil haven. The air here holds a stillness, a quiet invitation that settles around you, gently guiding your awareness deeper into this peaceful space. The shimmering dust motes, caught in the soft, diffused light, continue their unhurried dance, each a tiny, fleeting star in a personal, tranquil cosmos. Your gaze might now drift to the grand, dark oak desk that dominates a part of the room. Its surface, worn smooth by countless hands over untold years, seems to hum with a silent history. There are no frantic scrolls or urgent maps here, only a sense of profound calm. Upon its vast expanse rests a single, opened book, its pages a soft parchment, slightly yellowed with age. Its binding is of deep, supple leather, embossed with a simple, unidentifiable symbol that seems to glow faintly in the ambient light, almost breathing a quiet warmth into the air. This isn't a book of spells or grand adventures, but perhaps a tome of gentle observations, of slow-paced chronicles of natural wonders or forgotten star charts. A single, delicate, dried flower, pressed carefully between two pages, marks a spot, hinting at a moment of quiet discovery long ago. Beside the book, a small, polished stone, perfectly smooth and cool to the touch, sits silently. It has no discernible purpose beyond its serene presence, a grounding anchor in this sea of gentle contemplation. The light from a nearby, narrow, stained glass window, depicting a serene landscape of rolling hills under a crescent moon, casts faint, colored patterns onto the desk's surface, shifting almost imperceptibly as the quiet hours drift by. No harsh sounds intrude, only the soft, distant murmur of a breeze through unseen leaves, a gentle lullaby for the soul. This desk, these objects, they simply are asterisk, waiting, inviting, offering a space for the mind to finally rest. The desk, with its ancient maps and weathered journal, holds a quiet stillness. The soft, distant murmur of a breeze through unseen leaves continues its gentle lullaby, a sound that seems to cradle the very air in this peaceful chamber. Perhaps it is a study or a quiet archivist's retreat where time itself slows to a patient crawl. Your gaze might drift now past the parchment and quill towards the tall, arched window that frames the world outside, not a world of bustling activity, but one bathed in the soft, fading light of a long afternoon. Through the clear, aged glass, you can just discern the tops of ancient trees, their leaves a muted tapestry of greens and golds, swaying ever so slightly. Beyond them, the faintest hint of distant mountains, softened by a gentle haze, their peaks guardians of silent stories. Inside, the room embraces a comforting warmth, perhaps from a long extinguished hearth in a corner you haven't quite noticed yet, its stones still radiating a faint, lingering heat. Shelves line the walls, filled not with urgent tomes, but with volumes of lore, their spines softened by years of quiet contemplation. Each book seems to whisper tales of forgotten lands and gentle journeys, bound in leather that gleams faintly in the soft light. A sense of deep history permeates this space, not as a heavy weight, but as a comforting presence. It feels like a place where heroes might have rested after their sagas, or where wise elders recorded the quiet truths of their world. The very air seems to hum with unspoken knowledge, a gentle resonance that encourages a deep, calming breath. This quiet sanctuary offers respite, a gentle pause in the grand narrative, allowing your own thoughts to settle, like dust motes dancing in the last rays of sunlight. before softly descending into stillness. The stillness of the sanctuary lingers, a soft echo in the quiet air, as your journey through its tranquil space now guides you gently onward. You pass beyond a heavy, unadorned wooden door, its surface smooth from age, and the light shifts here, becoming a softer, diffused glow. It filters through ancient, thick-paned windows, perhaps, or reflects off high, vaulted ceilings that absorb sound and time itself. Your presence here is hushed, a quiet observer moving through centuries of silence. You find yourself now in a long, vaulted hall, not grand or imposing, but deeply reverent in its purpose. This is not a place of hurried passage, but of patient keeping, a vast repository of quiet wisdom. Along the walls, reaching high towards the shadowed vaults, rise tall, dark shelves. Their wood, worn smooth by countless hands and the passage of time, cradles not ordinary books, but bundled scrolls tied with faded, earthy-toned ribbons. Heavy, leather-bound tomes, some with intricate metal clasps that hint at forgotten lore, sit alongside carefully rolled maps tucked into narrow, vertical slots. The air here carries a faint, comforting scent of old paper and dried herbs, a whisper of ancient knowledge and preserved natural wonders. It's a quiet symphony of time, a gentle reminder of all that has been catalogued and remembered. Further down the hall, a single, small oil lamp on a distant, sturdy reading desk casts a pool of warm, flickering light. Its soft glow illuminates only a small section of a large, unfolding parchment, revealing delicate, hand-drawn lines. These lines might depict the intricate curves of ancient trade routes across a forgotten continent, or the precise constellations of distant star charts, or perhaps even the sprawling layout of a legendary city now lost to time. The quiet hum of history surrounds you, a gentle invitation to simply be in this space where every object holds a silent story, waiting patiently in the soft, ambient glow. The soft, ambient glow deepens slightly, casting longer shadows across the towering shelves that reach towards the vaulted ceiling. You notice the dust, not thick and cloying, but a fine, shimmering layer, undisturbed for ages, testifying to the quiet passage of time. Each shelf is a careful arrangement, not of books as you might expect, but of cylindrical scrolls, neatly bound with faded ribbons, and smooth, polished stones etched with intricate, forgotten symbols. Their surfaces seem to hold a faint, internal light, like memories trapped within their cool, hard forms. Your gaze drifts to a nearby display, a small, elevated platform where a single, tarnished brass compass rests. Its needle, long since freed from its magnetic pull, points vaguely towards the silent north, a forgotten direction in a world that has moved on. Beside it, a set of delicate, empty vials, once perhaps holding rare essences or distilled starlight, now gleam faintly in the soft light, their glass retaining a ghostly memory of their contents. The air here carries a faint, earthy scent, like old parchment and distant moss, mingled with something else, something clean and mineral, like cool stone after rain. It's a scent of profound stillness, of deep earth and quiet knowledge. You might imagine the ancient scholars moving through these very aisles, their soft footsteps echoing only in the deepest silence. Further along, a section of the wall seems to shimmer, not with light, but with a subtle internal luminescence. Upon closer inspection, it reveals itself to be a vast, intricate map, not of lands or seas, but of constellations, celestial pathways, and the faint, glowing trails of celestial travelers. Each star is a tiny, perfectly formed crystal, embedded directly into the wall, holding its own tiny spark of light. Subtle, distant chime, sound a quiet chime, seems to resonate from the map itself. A memory of discovery, perhaps, or a silent song of the cosmos. All around you, the gentle hum persists, a lullaby of deep time. The resonance softly fades, leaving a gentle echo in the air, a whisper that speaks of journeys taken long ago. You notice that the surface of the map, once so flat, now seems to breathe with a subtle inner light. Tiny, almost imperceptible currents of energy flow across its etched constellations, like faint starlight caught on an ancient ocean. This gentle luminescence washes over the sturdy, dark wood of the console where the map rests, highlighting the smooth, worn edges from countless hands tracing routes across the void. Soft rustling of parchment beside the map. A few heavy, leather-bound tomes lie open, their pages filled with diagrams of celestial mechanics and handwritten notes in a script both elegant and archaic. Dust motes dance in the soft, diffused glow that emanates from some unseen source above, perhaps a hidden window or a cleverly enchanted ceiling panel. The air here is still and cool, carrying the faint scent of old paper and something else, something clean and metallic, like distant ozone after a storm, or the subtle aroma of a well-maintained ancient mechanism. As your gaze drifts from the map, you notice a small, intricate astrolabe resting on a velvet cloth nearby. Its brass rings gleam faintly, each one etched with symbols that mirror the patterns on the map. It seems to point towards an unseen zenith, forever fixed in a cosmic moment. The room itself feels like a sanctuary of knowledge, a place where time slows to a thoughtful crawl, and the universe unfolds in quiet, measured breath. The soft hum continues, a constant, reassuring presence. The soft hum continues, a constant, reassuring presence. It feels woven into the very fabric of this mountain library, a gentle current guiding you deeper into its quiet heart. You drift past towering shelves that ascend gracefully towards the vaulted ceiling, each tier holding countless stories, silent and waiting for a curious mind. The air here is a delicate blend, carrying the gentle scent of aged parchment and cool, elemental stone, a natural fusion of knowledge and the earth itself. As you progress, a soft, diffused light begins to grow more pronounced. It emanates from a series of arched windows, not crafted from ordinary glass, but from large, polished panels of semi-translucent crystal, expertly set into the living mountain rock. These windows don't offer a sharp, clear view, but rather a muted, ethereal glimpse of the world beyond. Through them, you can discern the soft, undulating peaks of neighboring mountains, often cloaked in a wispy, dream-like mist, their familiar forms softened by distance, and the crystal's gentle filter. Drawing closer to one of these crystalline apertures, you sense a subtle, almost imperceptible shift in the air. It's a hint of the cool, fresh mountain breeze, gently circulating within the library's quiet space, as if the mountain itself is breathing. It whispers past, carrying with it the faintest, clean scent of distant pine trees and untouched snow. This view is not grand or imposing, but deeply peaceful, a vista that encourages quiet contemplation. It's an invitation to simply be, nestled safely within this ancient rock. The library and the mountain seem to breathe together, a shared, slow rhythm, a tranquil, constant presence. Soft, distant mountain wind, the shared, slow rhythm of the library, and the mountain continues. A tranquil, constant presence that lulls you deeper into its quiet embrace. Here, time itself seems to slow, becoming as steady and deep as the stone around you. You might notice the subtle scent of aged paper and dry mountain air mingling, a unique perfume of knowledge and ancient earth. Turning your gaze gently, you see where the carved stone gives way to natural rock formations seamlessly integrated into the library's design. Perhaps a vein of shimmering, dark ore runs through a section of the wall, catching the ambient light with a soft, dull gleam. It's not treasure, but rather a natural beauty, a silent testament to the mountain's long history before these books ever arrived. Further along, nestled within a natural alcove, is a small, worn wooden table. It's simple, unassuming, perhaps used by a solitary scholar years ago. On its surface, a single unrolled parchment lies open, its edges softened by countless readings. It's not a dramatic map or a cryptic spell, but perhaps a gentle astronomical chart depicting familiar constellations in unfamiliar patterns, or a botanical study of high-altitude flora. Its lines are delicate, its colors muted, inviting a quiet contemplation rather than a hurried study. A single, unlit lantern sits beside it, patiently waiting for dusk, casting a faint, metallic scent into the air. The light filtering in from a high, narrow window casts long, soft shadows across the table and the parchment, making the quiet details even more pronounced. It's a scene of peaceful study, of calm discovery, where every object whispers a story, but only if you listen with a gentle heart. The library cradles these moments, preserving them in its deep, stony quiet. The mountain holds its breath, allowing these quiet narratives to unfold undisturbed. The mountain holds its breath, allowing these quiet narratives to unfold undisturbed. And within its ancient living stone, the library rests, a sanctuary of whispers and forgotten tales. Imagine a soft light, perhaps not from the sun directly, but filtered through the high, arched windows that are sculpted into the very rock face. This light falls in gentle, shifting patterns across aged wooden tables and the spines of countless books. Dust motes, like tiny, sleepy stars, dance in these ethereal beams, moving with a rhythm so slow it almost seems to stand still. You might find yourself drawn towards one of these windows, where the library's interior meets the vast, silent world outside. Here, the thick stone frame creates a natural alcove, a perfect spot to simply observe. Beyond the glass, the mountain's rugged peaks rise, softened by a distant haze, or perhaps by the quiet twilight that is always a little deeper here, so high above the world. There's no harsh wind, no biting chill, only the sense of immense, unmoving rock that guards this precious knowledge. Below, far below, you can just make out the faint, shimmering outlines of valleys, like vast, sleeping landscapes cradled in the mountain's embrace. The air within this alcove is cool and still, carrying only the faintest scent of old parchment and the earthy aroma of the stone itself. It's a place where time slows, where the rustle of a turning page, if one were to turn, would feel like a momentous event. The quiet hum of ancient knowledge feels almost palpable, a gentle vibration in the very air around you, inviting you to settle deeper into its timeless embrace. The gentle vibration seems to lead one's gaze slowly towards a distant, softly glowing alcove nestled amongst the towering bookshelves. These immense shelves, crafted from dark, robust wood, stretch far upwards, their tops dissolving into the soft, ethereal light that filters from unseen windows high above. Dust motes, like tiny, silent stars, dance lazily in the tranquil beams, creating slow, golden trails through the vast, hushed space. Each mote seems to carry a secret, a fragment of the quiet histories held within this mountain. In the heart of this alcove, a sturdy, polished lectern stands, bearing the weight of a singularly magnificent, leather-bound volume. Its cover, embossed with intricate, faded symbols, hints at forgotten languages and ancient pacts. The book lies open, its thick, cream-colored pages filled with elegant, faded script so precise it almost looks like an intricate drawing rather than written words. There is no hurried turning of pages here, no loud rustle of parchment, only the silent testament of centuries. The air in this section of the library carries a faint, comforting scent, a subtle blend of aged paper, warm beeswax from long extinguished candles, and the cool, earthy scent of ancient stone. It's a fragrance of time itself, preserved and distilled into this peaceful haven. One might almost imagine the patient hands that once turned these very pages, seeking wisdom, or perhaps simply finding solace in the deep quiet of the mountain. The library itself, in these quiet reaches, feels like a living, breathing entity, a gentle guardian of stories whispered through time, allowing the ancient tales to softly unfold within your mind. As you settle deeper into its peaceful embrace, the mountain library hums with a soft, almost imperceptible energy, a quiet breath that rustles through the countless pages. You feel a gentle pull, a soft invitation to explore its deeper alcoves, where shadows play hide and seek with the faint, ethereal glow. Soft, distant rustling of pages as you drift further within its timeless halls. Your gaze might settle upon a quiet reading nook, nestled between towering shelves of worn leather and aged parchment. A single, small, circular window high above catches the moonlight, casting a pale, silver beam across a dusty, comfortable armchair. The chair looks inviting, its fabric soft and faded from centuries of quiet use, waiting patiently for its next reader. Beside it, a small, polished wooden table holds a single, intricately bound volume, its cover embossed with forgotten symbols. It appears to be open, as if someone just moments ago had paused their reading, perhaps to gaze out at the distant, starlit peaks, or simply to rest their eyes. The air here is still, carrying the faint, sweet scent of old paper and something else, a whisper of ancient ink, perhaps, or the memory of long-ago thoughts. Each book on these shelves seems to guard its own quiet secret, its own epic journey. The spines are a tapestry of varying hues, from deep russet to faded indigo, each telling a silent story of its contents. The shelves themselves are crafted from a dark, sturdy wood, polished smooth by time, and the occasional touch of a careful hand. They stretch upwards, seemingly endless, holding within them the collected wisdom of ages, all peacefully slumbering, waiting for a gentle awakening. The soft light from the window now seems to illuminate tiny dust motes dancing in the air, a slow, silent ballet, as the library continues its quiet vigil, slowly, softly, holding its breath. The soft light from the window now seems to illuminate tiny dust motes dancing in the air, a slow, silent ballet, as the library continues its quiet vigil, slowly, softly, holding its breath. This hushed peace stretches through the vast room, past the towering shelves of ancient tomes. Each book, a silent guardian of forgotten tales and whispered wisdom, rests patiently, their leather and parchment covers absorbing the soft, fading glow. Perhaps your gaze drifts to a particular section, where the books appear even older, their spines worn smooth by countless hands that have sought knowledge here over the centuries. They stand shoulder to shoulder, a dense forest of learning, their titles now just faint whispers on faded labels. You might notice the gentle curve of a hand-carved wooden railing along an upper balcony, leading to more shelves, higher still, almost reaching the vaulted ceiling. The air up there would be even calmer, untouched, preserving the very essence of time within its stillness. Below, the sturdy reading tables, polished to a dull gleam, reflect the ambient light in soft, muted pools. A single, forgotten quill might lie beside a closed, leather-bound journal, hinting at a scholar who paused their work long ago, perhaps just for a moment, before the evening drew in. No sound disturbs this quiet sanctuary, save for the faintest sigh of settling dust or the distant, soft echo of the mountain wind against the library's sturdy stone walls. It's a place where thoughts slow, and the world outside seems to recede, leaving only the gentle presence of the past and the peaceful promise of rest from deep within these ancient walls. The soft hum of quiet settles around you, a gentle counterpoint to the distant whispers of the mountain wind. Here, the air is still and warm, carrying only the faintest scent of aged parchment and polished wood. Long rows of sturdy, dark wooden shelves stretch into the soft glow of what might be magical orbs, or perhaps just carefully placed lanterns, casting a warm, inviting light upon countless tomes. Each book, a silent guardian of stories and knowledge, rests peacefully on its shelf, their spines a tapestry of forgotten languages and ancient symbols. You can almost feel the quiet energy emanating from them, a collective memory held within their pages. The light, a soft, golden hue, illuminates dust motes dancing in the air, tiny specks of forgotten time, suspended in the stillness. As you wander slowly, your gaze drifts across the titles, not needing to read them, simply absorbing their presence. There are comfortable, plush armchairs nestled in alcoves, inviting weary travelers to rest. One such chair, upholstered in deep velvet, sits beside a carved stone pillar, its surface worn smooth by the passage of countless hands. A thick, woven rug softens the floor beneath, muffling any sound, ensuring the deepest tranquility. The very structure of the mountain library seems to breathe with a serene, patient rhythm. Every beam, every stone, every scroll feels infused with a deep, calming history. It's a space designed for quiet contemplation, for the gentle unwinding of the mind. Here, in this heart of ancient lore, you are simply invited to be, to listen to the soft echoes of time, and to let your thoughts gently unfurl, like old maps slowly revealing their quiet secrets. This tranquil embrace is all around you, easing you deeper into comfort and calm. The tranquil embrace continues, a soft current guiding your awareness deeper into the quiet heart of the ancient library. Here, the air is thick with the scent of aged parchment and forgotten stories, a peaceful aroma that settles gently around you. Your gaze softly lands upon a large, polished wooden table, its surface smooth from centuries of gentle touch and quiet study. Upon this table, bathed in the soft, steady glow of a luminescent orb, rests a single, carefully unfurled map. Its edges are a little frayed, testament to countless journeys, real or imagined. Faint lines of rivers, mountains, and forgotten towns trace across its surface, a tapestry of unknown lands, softly beckoning. You can almost feel the smooth, cool texture of the vellum beneath your fingertips, the delicate raised ink of its intricate details. Tiny, handwritten notes, faded with time, are tucked into the corners of various regions, offering glimpses of long-past observations or quiet discoveries. Perhaps a cartographer's gentle reminder, or a traveler's fond memory. The map seems to whisper of gentle adventures, of paths less traveled, and of secrets held silently within its creases. Beyond the table, towering shelves of books rise towards a high, arched ceiling, creating a hushed sanctuary. The spines glow with a muted warmth, each holding a world within. Dust motes dance lazily in the orb's warm light, illuminating the quiet reverence of the space, inviting you to simply observe, to be still, and to let your mind wander along these ancient, silent paths. The soft, distant rustle of turning pages from another part of the library, or the gentle creak of an old beam settling, only deepens the serene quiet, a quiet that holds no demands, only calm. The gentle creak of an old beam settling, or the soft, distant rustle of turning pages, weaves itself into the deep, serene quiet of the mountain library. It's a quiet that asks for nothing, simply offering its peace. You might imagine a soft glow from a nearby lantern, casting long, dancing shadows across shelves laden with forgotten lore. Each spine, a silent testament to countless journeys and whispered knowledge, stands patiently, waiting. Perhaps your gaze drifts to a particular section, where maps unfurl in your mind's eye, detailing lands long past or stars yet to be charted. Or perhaps it's a window, high in the stone wall, framing a glimpse of the ink-high night sky above the peaks, dotted with stars that seem to twinkle just for this secluded sanctuary. The air here holds a faint, pleasant scent of aged paper and stone, a comforting aroma that speaks of time and stories. You are simply present in this quiet space, allowing the soft glow to warm your thoughts. The mountain outside stands guard, holding the world at bay, while inside, the library breathes its ancient, calming breath. You might feel the smooth, cool stone beneath a hand, or the reassuring weight of a quiet blanket as you settle deeper into your chosen spot. There is no need to decipher, no pressure to understand, only to absorb the tranquil atmosphere. This gentle haven holds a quiet magic, inviting you to rest, wrapped in its timeless embrace. As the world outside fades into a soft, sleepy hum, Every shadow lengthens, every sound softens, guiding you deeper into stillness. The ancient shelves of the mountain library stand as silent sentinels, holding countless tales within their worn covers. The air here is still, imbued with the quiet wisdom of ages, a gentle hush that settles over everything, encouraging a deep calm within you. As you find yourself drifting deeper into this sanctuary, the soft glow of a distant, enchanted lantern catches your eye, its light dancing across the spines of forgotten scrolls, casting long, swaying shadows that seem to breathe with the building. You notice a small, alcove-like reading nook tucked away near a high, arched window. Through the glass, the faint, shimmering starlight of the mountain peaks is just visible, like scattered diamonds on a velvet cloth against the deep, midnight sky. Inside the nook, a heavy, velvet-covered armchair beckons, its cushions looking perpetually plump and inviting, as if waiting just for you. On a small, carved wooden table beside it rests an open, leather-bound book, its pages a soft, aged parchment, slightly curled at the edges. It seems to have been left mid-sentence, perhaps by a scholar who stepped away for a moment, or perhaps for many, many years, the story waiting patiently for its next reader. A single, unlit candle sits beside the book, a silent promise of future light. The faint, earthy scent of old paper and dust motes, dancing in the faint, ambient light, creates an atmosphere of peaceful contemplation. You can almost feel the quiet presence of all the minds that have passed through these hallowed halls, each leaving a gentle trace of their quiet study and thoughtful ponderings. This secret corner of the library feels like a timeless embrace, a hidden gem within the mountain's heart, where your own thoughts can unfurl and drift, as gentle as the whispers of the wind outside. Here, the world's clamor is but a distant memory, and only the soft rhythm of your own breath remains, lulling you deeper into tranquility, into a peaceful, dreaming slumber. The whispers of the wind outside now feel like a distant lullaby, a soft, natural rhythm against the profound stillness of the library. You are nestled deeper now, perhaps in a quiet alcove, a sanctuary carved into the very heart of the mountain stone. The air here is cool and clean, carrying the faint, sweet scent of aged paper and polished wood, a fragrance of quiet history. Overhead, a gentle, ambient glow emanates from a hidden crystalline source embedded in the ceiling, casting soft, golden light upon the towering bookshelves that surround you in a comforting embrace. Each shelf is a silent testament to countless stories, waiting patiently through the ages, their spines a rich mosaic of faded leather and intricate, hand-painted script. Your gaze might gently drift to a nearby wooden desk, its surface worn smooth by generations of quiet study and thoughtful contemplation. Upon its polished surface, a single, heavy, open book lies, its ancient pages illuminated by the soft light. Perhaps it depicts an intricate star chart, charting constellations long faded from the night sky, or perhaps an ancient, forgotten rune, its meaning now only a whisper in the wind. No hurried hands turn these pages now. Only the peaceful passage of time marks their turning, a slow, deliberate rhythm. The silence here is profound, broken only by the almost imperceptible rustle of your own breath and the gentle, rhythmic hum of the library, itself a vast, silent guardian of knowledge, inviting you to simply be. It is a place where thoughts can settle like dust motes in a sunbeam, and where you can drift deeper still into the comfort of its quiet, eternal embrace. The mountain library, this steadfast guardian of knowledge, continues to hold you gently within its stone embrace. The soft, shimmering motes of dust in the air seem to slow their dance, each one a tiny, floating whisper of time itself. The vast shelves, filled with untold stories and forgotten wisdom, recede slightly into the deepening shadows, their spines becoming blurred patterns of comfort. The faint scent of aged paper and cool stone is a lullaby for the senses, a quiet promise of timeless peace. Outside, the mountain wind might sigh softly around the ancient peaks, but within these walls, only a profound stillness remains. The soft glow from the enchanted hearth, which has warmed this sanctuary through countless ages, now dims to a mere ember, casting long, peaceful shadows that stretch and sway like sleeping giants. Each shadow is a blanket of quiet, inviting your own eyelids to grow heavy, to yield to the profound rest that beckons. You are safe here, nestled amidst the silent guardians of stories, watched over by the echoes of wisdom. All the journeys, all the quests, all the searching can fade now. This is a place beyond urgency, beyond the need for action. It is simply a space to be, to let your mind wander into the gentle currents of sleep, carried by the quiet hum of ancient truth. Allow your breath to deepen, softer still, as the library itself seems to breathe with you, a vast, living repository of peace. Let the final thoughts of your day drift away, like pages turning slowly in an unseen breeze. The library has shared its solace, its quiet strength. Now, it offers you the most precious gift of all, the deep, restorative sleep you deserve. Close your eyes and surrender to the quiet, knowing that this sanctuary, this mountain of knowledge, will keep watch until the first soft light of a new dawn. Rest now, deeply and completely.